Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Little Chapel of Faith Catholic Ministries. My name is Tina. I am here with our Diary of St Faustina. I'm sorry I was a little late today, but I had some family time with my oldest daughter. But I wanted to make sure I got this in for you today. We do have platforms on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. So if you're on any of those, please like and subscribe. It keeps our ministry going. So we are going to continue where we left off yesterday. And also, just to let you know, we do have on YouTube, we do have a playlist with the Diary of St Faustina. So if you want to kind of catch up where we've, up to this point, you can. If you want to just continue where we are now, then just continue where we are now. But it's out there, and there are also some videos from some of the nuns from her order. It's super interesting, so you might want to try to take a look anyway. But let's begin where we left off yesterday. Christmas Eve. Today I was closely united with Mother of God. I relived her interior sentiments. In the evening before the ceremony of the breaking of the wafer, I went into the chapel to break the wafer in spirit with my loved ones, and I asked the Mother of God for graces for them. My spirit was totally steeped in God. During the midnight mass, Pasterka, or shepherd's mass, I saw the child of Jesus in the host, and my spirit was immersed in him. Although he was a tiny child, his majesty penetrated my soul. I was permeated to the depths of my being by the mystery of the great abasement on the part of God, this inconceivable emptying of himself. These sentiments remained vividly alive in my soul all through the festive season. Oh, we shall never comprehend this great self-abasement on the part of God. The more I think of it, unfinished thought. One morning after Holy Communion, I heard this voice. I desire that you accompany me when I go to the sick. I answered that I was quite willing, but after a moment of reflection, I started wondering how I was going to do so. The sisters of the second choir do not accompany the Blessed Sacrament. It is always the sisters directress who go. I thought to myself, Jesus will find a way. Shortly afterwards, Mother Raphael sent for me and said, Sister, you will accompany the Lord Jesus when the priests go to visit the sick. And after all, through that time of my probation, I carried the light, accompanying the Lord and Knight of Jesus. I always tried to gird myself with the iron belt, for it would be not too proper to accompany the king in everyday dress, and I offered the mortification for the sick. Holy hours. During this hour, I tried to meditate on the Lord's Passion, but my soul was filled with joy, and suddenly I saw the child Jesus. But his majesty penetrated me to such an extent that I said, Jesus, you are so little, and yet I know that you are my Creator and Lord. And Jesus answered me, I am, and I keep company with you as a child to teach you humility and simplicity. I gathered all my sufferings and difficulties into the bouquet for Jesus for that day of the perpetual betrothal. Nothing was difficult for me. When I remembered it was for my betrothed, as proof for my love of him. My silence for Jesus. I strove, after great silence, for Jesus amidst the greatest din. Jesus always found silence in my heart, although it sometimes cost me a lot. But what can be too great for Jesus, for whom I love with all my strength of my heart? Today Jesus said to me, I desire that you know more profoundly the love that burns in my heart for souls, and you will understand this when you meditate upon my passion. Call upon my mercy on behalf of sinners. I desire their salvation. When you say this prayer, with a contrite heart and with faith on behalf for some sinner, I will give him grace of conversion. This is the prayer. O blood and water, which gush forth from the heart of Jesus as a fountain for mercy for us, I trust in you. During the last days of the carnival, when I was making our holy hour, I saw how the Lord suffered. He was being scourged. Oh, such an inconceivable agony! How terribly Jesus suffered during the scourging. Oh, poor sinners on the day of judgment! how you will face the Jesus whom you are now torturing so cruelly. His blood flowed to the ground, and in some places his flesh started to fall off. I saw a few bare bones on his back. The meek Jesus moaned softly and sighed. I think I'll leave it there. That was, yeah, wow. Anytime I think about what Jesus suffered, and when I've watched Jesus of Nazareth in the past, and watched the, when he's beaten, and it always brings me to tears. It's very hard for me to watch. As I'm sure it is with many people. But I know that's what happened, and I know why. But still, it's hard to watch. It's so hard to understand what it is that she witnessed and what she saw and what was visible to her. It's just amazing. It's an amazing story, and I'm anxious to see what comes forth. So, in the meantime, I hope you all have had a good Saturday. Again, I do apologize for this being so late, but I did enjoy time with my daughter today. So, we will be back tomorrow for more of the Diary of St. Faustina. Until then, be well, be kind. God bless you all.